How is everybody doing today? I decided to show you a budget squad type of video for your events lineup today because I know a lot of people don't have a lot of NL Central players. I looked through my lineup and I had to go out and go get some players, but thankfully I got them at a price. And I figured I'd help you guys out because I know a lot of you don't want to spend the stubs for this reward. You know, you get the stand bobblehead that gets you towards the sets. If you don't know, if you guys saw the developer stream last night, you have to get 30 wins. You get 3 bobbleheads that help you towards the stand mission, which should be here shortly. I don't know when that exactly comes out, when it sits there, but besides Babe Ruth, when it sits there. But without anything else being said, let's go look at this team. You have to tank it. Now, understand that you have to be a 73 overall. You can see on the top right that we are a 73 overall team. But it's 6 innings. Guest pitches on for whatever reason. But let me stop blabbing and start actually showing you the players. Now, I got kind of screwed. You can go as low as the 60. This guy goes 60 to 56, which it's only 60 and above. Doesn't matter how high. So we got 68, 67 in there, which is fine. It's not a huge deal, but if you can lower it even more, try to do so. That'd be ideal, but I managed to make it work anyways. The most important thing probably in this entire thing is gonna be your bullpen. Now we got Felipe Vasquez, that's his actual name, but it's Rivero in here. Now I managed to snoop him in. He's up today. Rafael Iglesias is also up today. I managed to get them both too. I think those are going to be the 2 most commonly seen pitchers of the entire day. That's who you're going to see. Most of you already have him, or at least you should. You can get this Lee Smith by going into the career arcs and just simply, I believe it's like 20%. All you have to do is finish these and then do a couple of the missions. Do like 2 exchange missions and you get a free Lee Smith. It's really not that hard to do. It'll take less than an hour. Probably less than that actually. And you get a 75 overall. That's gonna help. Now I do have the 85 overall, but why go 10 overall higher if they're gonna play the exact same? I decided to go with the Jeff Samardzija. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I doubt it, but it was a good attempt. Now this card's pretty good. It's gonna buy you some outs. I wouldn't use him as the #1 guy or whatever. I would, if there's someone you had to rely on here, it's Rafael Iglesias for sure. I wanted to get someone that threw kind of funky, so I got Steve Cishek. This is kind of just to tank it a little bit. Now we don't really, if you notice, we don't really have any really great lefties. That's because in the NL Central, there's really not any great lefties that I can think of personally. Maybe there's, you know, you Pirate fans or whatever know someone that's really talented. But that's the bullpen. I kept that to at least this. And I think it's going to work. I don't imagine we're going to have too many issues in the bullpen area. Now, if we go to our lineup, we have Drew Stubbs going to hit leadoff. You can get this Drew Stubbs by going through the Reds, I believe. Don't quote me. In fact, we'll go look at it just to make sure. Through the Reds team epic. If I'm not mistaken. It is not the Reds team epic. Oh, it's the program. So, all you have to do, and I forgot which one it was. It was either Tony Perez was the program or Drew Stubbs was the program. All you have to do is exchange the center fielders, get the red jersey, get the red hat, you have Drew Stubbs. Which is a pretty good card. I mean, if you look at his stats, he got 87 speed with 65 contact, 79 power against lefties. He is a bit of a better hitter against lefties. But overall, he's going to do pretty damn good out there in center field. Now, you also have the option of putting Lorenzo Cain out there. I decided to put them both out there and just simply let them do their thing. Now, he's playing down today, so what you can do is just for today, you can have Starling Marte hit instead. Now, you might want to play him anyways. You might say, oh, fuck that, why would I have Drew Stubbs? I would use Drew Stubbs just for the speed, but I'd keep someone on the bench like this for the speed. Because you never know when you're going to need a pinch runner. And there's not too many great pinch runners, but let's assume that you want to keep Lorenzo Cain and Marte on the bench. We move down. We got Pedro at third. Pedro is an absolute god. If you don't have Pedro, again, we'll go back. Pedro Alvarez is right here. Same thing as the Drew Stubbs. Exchange third baseman, Pirates hat, Pirates jersey. Now the third baseman you only exchange 500 for. 500 exchange value. So it's really nothing. If you do not have this man on your team, I am guaranteeing you are going to miss out on so many scoring opportunities. Look at his power today. 116 power by a bronze. By a bronze. Now, don't play him in catcher. Try to hide him in left. That's what I'm going to do. Try to hide him in left. Hopefully the balls never hit there. You can only pray. But he has 116 power. Not to mention, if they do go switch to lefty, which is smart, which is great for you, because that means that's one less bullpen guy you got to worry about. He still has 77 power. I mean, that's still very home run capable hitting right there. But in case they do go to lefty, you get Suarez, who has, I believe that's 92 power against lefties. My math has not failed me today. And 80 or 94 contact against lefties. So even if they do that, the next batter up is going to be a beast. He costs like less than 1,000 coins. This is the whole point of the video. I mean, this was basically free. I mean, you had to buy a hat and a jersey, which most of you guys have already done this at the start of the game. This is a live series, goes for less than 1,000, as I believe. Pedro, same thing as Drew Stubbs, pretty easy, probably have it at the beginning. Kyle Schwarber goes for nothing. Suarez, about $1,000, but I pulled him, so I got lucky. Eric, he costs about 600 stubs. I just bought him for this. He's going to be our first baseman. He has a 98 power against righty, so if they go righty, lefty, righty, with pitching, if they want to play just pitching matchups purely, you're going to dominate that game because he still has 83 power against lefties as well. I've seen people do it, so, I mean, don't call me crazy. I went with Yachty. Pretty good defensively. Hitting-wise. No true power, but that's why he's hitting 7th. And the guy I decided to go with at second base was Javier Baez. Now, this guy's a freaking beast, and he can play third base, shortstop, and center field, so if you ever feel like switching it up, you can have him do that. Now, he's not the greatest hitter in the world, but that's not really what you're asking for him. Just asking for him to make plays defensively. Now, if you look at the line, or the bullpen, the bench, we have this guy who, holy hell, this guy probably couldn't hit a rock. But Eric, he's got great contact against lefties. That's what he's good for. Ben Zobrist could play every single position. Not to mention, he's got a little bit of hidden power there. Pretty good card right here. Pretty contact type of hitter. And then purely your pinch runner. I couldn't find a bomber. Maybe you guys know someone. If you do, leave it in the comments below. An absolute bomber that could just sit on the bench and just come in and hit a bomb. I couldn't think of one. Yeah, this is the team. I mean, I really do believe like this is the team. Overall, this is less than 5,000 coins. I mean, this whole team. The only issue you might run in is these two bullpen guys that might cost you a little bit. Maybe Lorenzo Cain, but that's gonna be nothing for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really hope this helps you out. If it does, let me know. And I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys in the next.